So one of the articles that came out this week was that the new mortgage measures are a double-edged sword, right? And that they're
Yes,
basically
TK.
saying,
How do
hey,
they help with affordability?
you
But
got a
maybe we
deal.
shouldn't have 400 unit buildings that you have to pre-sell 65%,
Well, now we're
to
talking about a
people that.
whole nother topic.
But this is the whole thing is like we got to do the things that right the market instead of just keeping it propped up in the same way so that we don't get deflation. And as much as I hate saying that because I'm so
Yeah,
deep in the market and I would hate for that to happen, there's a difference between what I want and
yeah,
recognizing kind of what needs to happen. And
yeah.
again, it's not like the real estate market needs to crash for all this to happen. There has
Well,
to be ways to get us to be able to afford more shit. So if you're going to fuck us on our housing, like why is food so goddamn expensive still? Like it's everywhere.
so one of the articles that came out this week was that the new mortgage measures are a double-edged sword, right? And that they're
Yes,
basically
TK.
saying,
How do
hey,
they help with affordability was the
they're saying,
question.
hey, isn't our goal trying to create more affordability for people? And it's like, well, by increasing it to 30-year amortization, by having, increased
Your monthly
CMHC
payments are
insurance and all
lower.
that kind of
This is all
stuff,
they're
it
saying.
allows people to buy more properties. And
Monthly
again,
payments
people are
lower.
stupid and people don't learn their lesson. And if the bank is willing to give them the mortgage, they will sign up and they will pay for it, even though they probably shouldn't, because there's just such a desire to buy housing, such a
Fees,
need for
fees,
housing.
fees.
People just want it. And as much as we all think that these decisions are not the right decisions, there's plenty of people who have made those decisions and been able to get by and weathered the storm and worked extra hard and paid down their mortgage, and they're doing just fine today, right? So at the end of the day, it is everybody's choice. Do I think that it's going to create what he's talking about, which is like a huge amount of demand and that all these people are now? No, because I don't think those products have as much weight as they are supposed to, or that we all hope they do. I don't think as many people qualify for them and everything else. But
But
it
is
is
but
an opinion, that is out there, which is that any type of stimulus, any type of loosening of policy, any type of, the OSFI stress test, all this will create this ability for buyers to be able to access more capital and therefore allow them to pay higher prices. And so erode the very affordability that they were trying to create with these policies. I get it.
no, but
Makes sense.
the prices go up, but the monthly payments go down, and that is how this is how they gauge affordability, right?
Okay.
They don't.
Well,
It's whether
that would
you
be
can
based on interest
afford the
rates
debt,
and the
right?
amortization. Yeah. But the main thing is this overall, is that going to cause higher prices, which for somebody who doesn't qualify for that product, right? For somebody who isn't thinking about, getting a 30-year amortization or having to go over $1 million for an insured mortgage, that would create more um, inaffordability, right, for them because they're paying a higher price. Okay. So the argument is there, right? But there's just so many factors. We all know that, interest rates going up creates the market to go down. That interest rates going down creates the market to go up. Those are like really super, basic fundamentals that we all believe to be true, but they're not always necessarily true. They're not always going to be
It's the
working
timing of
exactly
it.
the way that we want because there's
Yeah.
a much greater force at hand. There's a much greater force that
But
will dictate where the housing market goes,
but
and
that's
that's
because we
the
keep
overall economy, jobs, right?
slamming on the brakes and slamming on the gas.
I'm just saying the overall economy, jobs, perception, uh, things like that are going to be way more powerful than, somebody can go to the bank. If I don't have a job and I go to the bank and they're willing to give me a 2% mortgage, it doesn't mean anything to me.
Doesn't
If
mean
I'm
anything.
worried about my business going to be shut down, if I'm worried about losing my job, I don't want to go out there and buy housing again,
Well, that's
right?
where the
That's what sentiment
spiral comes in.
That's what sentiment does. So
Yeah.
it's really powerful. Hey guys, thanks for watching our clips channel. Why don't you go and check out some more clips? We got lots of other good content somewhere over here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.